Hello everyone, Angie here at Studio Red Art. Today is day 29 of the 100-day project, and for today I'm going to do a technique I had done a while ago. It's pretty much a not exact copy of something Vicky P did a few years ago. Let's see if I can dig it out real quick. It's one of my favorite pages. I should have thought of that before I started the video. Sorry about that. I just wasn't thinking. It's super late. It's already 10 o'clock and I'm just now recording this video. So that tells you how my days have been going lately. Let's see here. Oh, I know where it is. It is over here in my old journal. That there are a few pages that are too thick for me to punch, so I'm going to find another way to bind them. So these are my just thick pages. Where is it? Here it is. Oops, upside down. So what this is the technique is creating a textured background that's kind of like stucco, or reminds me of like a Tuscan village or something. So I'm going to do that, only instead of looking like a Tuscan village or whatever this is, I'm going to do something gray and then try to put graffiti on the top. Because I was thinking about using a visible image stamp, and for some reason graffiti came into my mind. I don't know if that's like a cultural thing where like they rebel through graffiti or something. I don't know, but that's what I think of. I think of like the 80s and like graffiti. So that's what we're gonna do. So anyway, yeah, these are just ones that are just too thick. This is literally the first art journal page I ever did. It is it's a doozy. 6/5/15, so it's been almost 3 years. Anyway, so these I'm probably just gonna punch out like one or two holes in them and just put like a book ring through them or something, and get them bound that way. Okay, and so I'm going to work on my Square Dilutions cardstock, and what I had done with the first one was I had textured the gesso and then painted over it. Well, this time I'm going to try to kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to tint the gesso and texturize it and get the base coat and then go from there. So we'll see. And for my graffiti, I've got a couple of visible image stamps here that I might use. The Just Be Happy and No Regrets stamp set. I think they look really great. And I kind of want it to be like positive graffiti instead of like the negative graffiti. So this is my idea. And then I've also got My Favorite Things brick wall stencil I'm going to use. I'm going to tint my gesso and my embossing paste with archival ink. I've got Shadow Gray and watering can. I've got white embossing paste. I've got golden gesso. And then the paint, I'm going to actually stamp with paint. And I've got these glow-in-the-dark neon paints in yellow, green, orange, and purple. And so I've also got a tub of water sitting right by, so as soon as I get done stamping, I can pop them in there so they won't harden. And I think, hopefully, that's all I will need. So, to get started, going to get my gesso out here, and how do I want to apply this? Now I have to decide what color I want to make the wall. I'm going to make the wall the darker gray. So I'm just going to get out a nice bit of ink here, and then we're going to put the gesso right in it. I should tint it, or just dry right onto the mat. Maybe I should use paint. I know I used archival ink to tint my embossing paste. I don't know that the gesso is quite working here. Okay. Maybe I'll just go over it afterwards. Alright, so for the gesso, I'm just kind of going to get it on here. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go over it. I love golden gesso. It's just the best. Especially for a technique like this where I'm going to use my hand, the palm of my hand, to create the texture. So this is just, to me, the smoothest gesso. I've used other brands and it's like sandpaper almost. There's so much grit in the gesso that honestly it feels gross. But for certain techniques there and substrates, that's what you want. So, you know, hey, use whatever you want. Use whatever you can afford or want to pay for. Golden is not cheap, but to me it's the best, and that's why. And I don't go for the best on just everything, but with gesso, yeah. So I'm just gonna take my hand and do that, and see how I'm getting nice dendritic lines in the gesso. See, just like that. There. I'll set that aside for a second while I clean up my surface here. I don't know what it is. Whenever I start videotaping, everybody on the highway starts driving by. And this microphone is so sensitive that you can hear it. And so I'm going to have to do something. I don't know what. Besides build a sound booth. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I like this microphone. It's just too darn sensitive. And I have no way of adjusting, I don't think, of adjusting the volume. I might be able to adjust the volume on the phone itself, like as I'm recording, but I don't know. I don't know. And it's so late I didn't think about it until just now. Again, I had thought about it earlier today. But I've just been running my little booty off for the last couple weeks. It's just been crazy. Let's see here. One more baby wipe. So how am I going to tint the top of this gesso? I'm not going to, since it's not taking up the archival like I want. I don't know. I may just use thin down paint and we'll just call it good. Probably be the easiest thing. Alright, so set that aside. Close that up. I'm going to clean off my palette knife before that dries. And clean off my poor little brush. Okay. So I'm going to dry this and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is mostly dry. I'm trying to really hurry here. I'd like to get to bed sometime tonight. Okay, so I think I'm going to use Dilution Slate Gray paint. Good, it's not completely dried on me. And I'm going to get a little on my mat here and thin it down. We're just going to see that texture coming through? Isn't that awesome? And it certainly doesn't hurt to pre-gesso a few pages and do this technique on them with your hand and then just set them aside for whenever you're needing some texture as a base. Just do that. I've done that on a few pages. I actually forgot that until just now that I have done that. That's okay though. Is that one coming up or? Almost. It is not quite dry. Apparently I busted through the layer of top coat that was dry on some of these spots. That's okay. We're just getting a little mixing and that's okay. This wall does not have to be a perfect solid color. Especially not since we're going to paint graffiti over the top of it. Right now I'm just kind of dry brushing a little bit of extra paint on the top and getting a little bit of texture on here, a little bit of depth. Before I do my embossing paste over the top. Okay, I kind of like that. I can't really see it with the shine. That'll do. That'll do. Because I can stick my brush in my stamp water. They're all going to get cleaned, right? I don't know what it is about why I always forget to get a water bucket out when I'm painting. I don't know why. I always, every single time, forget. And then if I have paint water sitting on here, it's because it's been here for 2 weeks and it smells. Put this to the side to dry a minute. Ah, don't fall. Alright, this is pretty darn dry. It's not perfectly dry, but it's pretty close. Excuse me. I was going to do my embossing paste first and then stamp, but then I decided I wanted to stamp first because I don't want to have, look at me, gesso everywhere. I didn't want to have any more of an uneven surface than I already have. I didn't want to try to jockey around the bricks. So instead I'll have the bricks jockey around the stamps. So I'm going to pick out a stamp or two. I don't think I need too many. Let's go. Let's go. Love Yourself. Yep. And then I had sitting out. I have Create Your Imagination with the Anarchy A. So let's put that one there. Let's go Take Risks. Why is it all of a sudden when I start videoing, my nose just wants to go crazy? It's annoying. So how about Take Risks, Create Your Imagination, Love Yourself. No Regrets, maybe? I do like that there's only 3. And then again, what else would I put on here? So I can't, like, I need to leave a space for a focal point. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, yeah. Yep, I like that. Yeah. Okay, so now it just so happens I happen to have 4 colors of paint, so that just worked out like I planned it, didn't it? Oh goodness. Now when I was testing this earlier, it definitely wanted to have a really thin layer of paint on your craft mat. So let me figure out what order I want to do these in. Let's do yellow. Yeah, we'll do yellow, purple, green, and then orange. And really that's about what's on your palette knife. It's probably all you really need. Because like I said, you just need a thin little layer. That's plenty. Now, why don't I've got a tag here that I've sprayed some Distress Resist spray on. I don't know if you can see that. But we'll just clean up our palette knife on that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now pick up your stamp. You can't really see it. So let's try again quickly. We can wipe it off with a baby wipe. It's a nice thing about it actually being paint and on a painted surface. Maybe if I want to dab it off on a paper towel real quick. And it's just, I'm losing the regrets. Okay. Come on now, work for me. Ooh, maybe I should just dab the paint onto the stamp instead of dabbing the stamp into the paint. Maybe that will work. It worked out much better when I tried it earlier. See? I did try it. Okay, let's see here. What am I gonna do? What am I? Oh, how about a sponge? I'll just use a sponge dauber. I really kind of need to clean these. These are for inks I don't even have anymore. So let's just try it that way. This is where gesso and paint are your friend. So they keep you from making mistakes. Or at least making disastrous mistakes. Let's see here. I'm not sure that's what I want. Always when you're in a hurry, nothing goes right. Now you can't see it at all. Okay. A little bit more paint. I don't think my paint's very well mixed. I think that's part of the problem. Yeah, I don't think it's... I did give it a shake, but apparently it's not. It wasn't enough. I'll try that. It feels very slimy. And not like paint. I just don't know. I don't think this one's gonna work. Turn off my stamp. I don't know if this yellow is gonna work for me. Okay, so let's try to clean up our mess. just try another color. See, the orange was working earlier, so we'll just try orange. I think I'll still try to dab it on. See if that helps. See, that looks so much better. Already. Oh, sure, put plenty of paint on my paper towel. Look at all that paint. Now let's try it. The problem is my stamp is also twisting as soon as I put it on the paper because they're too slick. Well, poo. I really wanted to use paint, but I think I'll just use archival ink. Okay. Nothing like spending 20 minutes on something that doesn't work. Ooh. I'll put my stamp in the water for a minute before I put paint on it permanently. Okay. What you doing, kitty cat? Okay, archival. I still want bright, bright colors. I still want neon colors. So I want fuchsia. I know that's a bright color. I don't know if this will show up or not, but I want that. Purple. We'll just see if those will show up. I don't know. I didn't test this. So we'll just try it on this one. Oh. I gotta remember to quit doing that on the clear stamps because they get stuck. This might be an instance where it would be a good idea to get your stamp platform out. That way you could restamp if you need to. Yeah, see my stamps are just twisting the second I lay them down. It's not quite what I want at all, but it'll do. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Dang it, my nose. I don't think this is going to be very dark. Not dark at all. God dang it. So frustrating. You have an idea and you just can't make it work like you want it to. It's so annoying. And then when your nose won't quit freaking running. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of see if I can make it look like I did that on purpose. I don't know if these might be set. Nope, they're not. Of course not. Look, I'm taking away the top layer of paint too. Why not? Oh, why not? That's just the way this is going to be, apparently. Let's see. I don't know what else I'm going to do. Paint is not working. Maybe I'll try Dina Wakely's paint. Since it's a little heavier, since it is heavy body paint, maybe that will work. Why don't we try that? Glad I tried this. This sponge dauber is hard for some reason. That's not going to work. Well, it's not bad. Okay, second generation stamping it is. Or first generation, of course. There, now let's try it. I give up. Okay, I'm back. I almost gave up for the night, and I was going to go to bed in a huff because I was really upset that my project is not working. When I decided to try one more technique, just to see if maybe like my surface was the problem, because maybe it was just too textured and I couldn't get, it was too textured and too slick at the same time, if that makes any sense. But excuse me. So I decided to try to put the paint on with my finger on the stamp, and it seemed to work. I think that's just because the paint's a little light. So I'm going to try one more time. I think I'm going to get purple, actually. And see if I can make this work before I go to bed. Because I'm just so frustrated. Because it's not just this project. It's been a couple of them lately just have really not gone the way I wanted, and it's very frustrating when you have an idea and you just can't make it work. So It seems like putting it on with my finger, I can feel how much needs to go on. And I can go heavier or lighter as needed. So let's try this. Please work. Thank you. That is what I wanted. I could almost cry. I really could. Almost cry. Okay. I don't know which lid is which. That is that one, and this is this one. I may stamp over that one and kind of try to make that look like a shadow, because it's definitely too light. So let's go. I love yourself. And this is Dina Wakley's mixed media paint, which is a heavier body paint, which is why I think I'm getting away with this. This is going to be a fun video to edit. Not. Because I won't know what to leave in and what to take out. That one slid on me. So we will baby wipe. Try that one again. I did, in the break, go over the top of it with that archival ink just to bring out some of the texture, because I had kind of lost it when I was cleaning up the messes from before. Sure, decided to add some more with the... I just rubbed the watering can ink pad over the top. That's all I did. The trick is getting enough paint on here that it stamps, but not so much that it just pools in the valleys. Okay. Better. Might need to go darker. Okay. And then this one, pop this in my little bucket of water. Make sure it sinks. Okay. I think I'll do this one. Oops, ouch, sorry. This one in orange. Tangerine. It's a great orange. Not bad. Not bad. I think I'm going to get a darker blue. I don't know if I have a darker green. I know I've got a darker blue. Let's see. I should have night. I've got night. And well, sky's too light. Although they might mix well. Let's see. Here we got fuchsia. We've got blushing. That might be alright over the top of... Ooh, well, that maybe. I think I'm going to dry this real quick. If I'm going to stamp over the top of it, it needs to be dry. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. Instead of trying to ink up a stamp and then paint and then stamp again, I'm going to do... hopefully... Might just use my fingers again just so I can feel what's going on. It's pretty thin already, which is good. That's what I wanted. Let's put just a smidge more. Yeah. Come on, resist it. Come on. Maybe I should use ink. That's not quite working. I'll do it quickly maybe, before it gets a chance to soak in. What if I take... That's not bad. Ooh, did that work? Can't tell if that resisted or if it just was already dark and I couldn't tell. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just doing. I'm not even thinking too hard. Just trying to make something happen. Now I need I don't love it. I don't hate it. Oh, goodness. Well, I was going to mix up some embossing paste. You know what? I've got this black paint right here. White and black make gray, right? Let's just quickly do that. If I can. If anything can be quick. I've been filming for over an hour now. Let go of me. There. There we go. There we go. Using what you got. Using what you got. Yes. Yes. Holy crap. I might pull this one out, guys. I might pull it out. And to think I almost 20 minutes ago just turned the camera off and went to bed. I was just so frustrated. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I pulled it out in the end. Look at that. Ah, I'm so excited. You have no idea. It is 11:08 my time. I've been recording for over an hour. Oh my gosh. It's not perfect. I may have to tweak it just a smidge more, but holy cow. That's what I wanted. I wanted a wall with some bricks showing, and I wanted some positive graffiti. Is it perfect? No. But you know what? It's a start, and I learned some things. I hope you did too. I hope you learned to not quit. I am pleased. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna ink the edges. I'm not gonna dry it. I'm gonna let it dry naturally. I don't want to mess this up. Whew. Okay. So this was day 29 of the 100-day project. I have 71 more to go. So yeah. Holy moly, or 70 or whatever. Anyway, I have enough. So yay, I pulled this one out. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.